Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Cyclones will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down and run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Finds a man on the left. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Cardinal! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the run, it's Hansen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Steps away to find some room. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stopped him short of the marker. They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Coming after, looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for them. They move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this.
He wants to go deep. This is intercepted along the sideline, but no. He's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Right on target this time. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He wants to throw. Lets it fly. Wide open. He makes the catch. Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense. A loss of 10. This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on fourth down. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set. First down. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dances away. Got a man, it's Jackson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat, going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Stanford!
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero cover.
Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And this this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Ford. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Stanford.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They keep attacking through the air. Looking to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Io Manor. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Back to throw. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Higgins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Stanford will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's 4. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. They're bringing heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket.
Throws toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll put the tight end in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The play action fake. Trying to get to him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels in football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, going up top. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force the tackle for a loss.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Iowa State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
He's got it on the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
On the run, still looking. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Right back to it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides himself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They're trying to get to it. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cyclones! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quarterback moving. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You've got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Skips away from pressure. He'll let one go down the right side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his... He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Moves away as he feels pressure. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, there's the ball. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. A third and long coming up here. Quick release on the RPO. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. The option look. Now the toss. And he rolls. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's McGowan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Gover, first and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, the ground game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Bond. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Dances away from the heat. The short hands. It's Harris. Well, that toe tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get one foot down and get out.
Pocket starts to collapse. That's reeled in. It's Bond. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green ahead. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Franklin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropping back, it's Criswell. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Boston College! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. After that completion, move the sticks. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a 1st down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that 1st down.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
That right there is almost a benchable offense if you're the quarterback. 1st and goal situation, you can't take a sack, but to make matters worse, you can't just keep backpedaling and backpedaling. They're almost out of field goal range now.
Back to pass, it's Criswell. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Martinez. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. On the ground, it's Grovichuk. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Morales. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Makes the catch. It's Bradley. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so difficult when the QB gets outside the pocket because now it's not the first play anymore. It's the second play that hurts you. Once you see him and he starts to scramble, now receivers know they got to make the second effort. If they're on the sidelines, now they turn up the
stiff arm gets him loose. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's McGowan. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets away from one, he's got space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Fires to the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
On the run, it's Grobichov. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The give to the back. Slithers into space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Off play action. With the catch, it's Bond.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
The quick out. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. No hesitation on that call, and no reason not to go for it on 4th and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Boston College, 21, North Carolina, 14.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Feeling some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Criswell. Looking to scramble. He'll fire to his right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Complete downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D denied him on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll go to the air. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Boston College! And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
North Carolina, 14.
And he's going to try to return this one. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this two-man situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good.
The expressway is wide open. Just keeps moving. The 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boston College. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a one-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying play action. Getting some heat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Criswell. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going to fire to the left. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now early in the game.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Trying to find his man on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This will likely be the last play of the half. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Release to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys.
All kinds of running room. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
North Carolina, 28.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete, out of the backfield.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Those 2 failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Criswell. Looking left. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Eagles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Unloads it left. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. He'll let it go down the right side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking for a man. It's Criswell. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Tar Heels are on the move. They'll try the run. Smashes through. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Hampton. At the 35, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
They're bringing heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on